Greetings and salutations. I have not seen, like, looking back at it, I have not, at the, the Oliver Stone JFK film we did quite a long time ago. I haven't seen a lot of his films, honestly. I haven't seen a lot of them. So, this time when we looked at a film called Talk Radio. I really wasn't sure what to expect. What was this about, though? A rude, contemptuous talk show host becomes overwhelmed by the hatred that surrounds his program just before it goes national. In the, like, he's being sent, like, say, packages, and, like, say, hate mail.
The mailman brings me unsolicited mail, and the postage stamp could have been licked by somebody with AIDS, right? My mother is a threat to my life just by persisting to go out there.
Oh, where? Where does your mother go?
Barry, did you know there's this terrible dust storm in California? It has these fungus spores in it, and
that is pretty extreme, and all that. And my gosh, apparently this was also, here's what originally happened. It was based originally, portions of the film, originally was based on a play where the lead actor who plays Barry, he was also in it. Portions of the play and film were based on the assassination of Denver radio host Alan Berg in 1984. And the book, Talk to Death, The Life and Murder of Alan Berg. I thought the acting for this film wasn't pretty much incredible. And I'll say that, the fact that, like, say, the sets aren't very, they aren't very, they are not very, they're a bit more intimate, and that, yes, there are a few sequences, like, that take place out of the radio station, like, like in Barry's house, in cars, in other places, or in, like, a flashback in which he is working at a men's suit store, and all that. Like, in the fact, like, Barry is constantly being given, like, getting calls from folks that are pretty unhinged, like, he's getting questions from a very unhinged man who goes a bit on a racial tirade against Barry. And then you have, like, a guy who ends up showing, like, basically he said, like, say, hey, he had done some terrible things. And then Barry goes, like, say, buddy, why don't you come to the station? He ends up coming to the station, and he seems to be a bit unhinged. I'll say this, that look, they kind of dressed this dude up like either a member of Bon Jovi, or heck, they even dressed him up like Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
Am I high?
Are you on drugs, or is this your naturally moronic self? Watch the droolie getting it all over the console.
I can't believe I'm here, man.
I'll say the biggest moment of, like, say, yeah, like, when Barry is getting a call back from his ex-wife on the station, and she's, like, asking him so many questions. In that moment, I think, okay, he's immediately broken, and, like, and when the sequence in which he is having a rant, and the entire time camera is stuck only on him, as the camera turns around in circles, but mainly focuses on him.
That's where I come in, isn't it? I'm here to lead you by the hand through the dark forest of your own hatred and anger and humiliation. I'm providing a public service. You're so scared. You're like a little child under the covers. You're afraid of the boogeyman, but you can't live without him.
My god, the cinematography was so good. Like, yeah, like, since the film was originally based on a play, it really works out very well. Like, you can tell, like, yeah, this was based on a, a stage show. Based on how intimate it is, the actors are all working off fairly well with each other. And yeah, at the same time, the actors are doing great. Um, the actor, say at the moment, like, going to, like, say, okay, when he's basically about to leave the office, and then, like, his boss goes, like, say, hey, like, you did great. Now let's knock it out of the park the next day. And then on the next, like, as soon as he's leaving the office, going home, and all that, when he gets attacked, and at the end of it, like, he ends up, getting shot. I really think the moment in which, like, yeah, he has passed away, and then there's a ton of people calling in and such, and then, like, giving their feelings about him and all that.
Like Barry always said, if you didn't like him, turn him off. They didn't have to kill him.
Now, I think that young boy that had come in here on the show, I think he did it. Now, I tell you how I feel about it. I think that if you steal something, they ought to cut your hands off. If you rape somebody, they ought to cut you know what off. That's just, I think they ought to kill him.
Never called him.
He took that.
And now I'm sorry. He never even hung up on me.
It really can, when someone has, in a way, passed, like, it may disagree with them, and then suddenly, you start to understand a different perspective, in a way. So I thought this film was really good. The dramatic elements were really good. The thriller aspect of it was really good. So overall, Oliver Stone, I think he did a really good job with this film. I think he did a great job when it came to directing it. So, yeah. I'll see you next time.